everyone, this is Jean. I hope you're having a great afternoon. So today I want to talk to you about collective consciousness. So a lot of time whenever you're watching television and you are actually having a lot of thoughts of fear, it will regenerate a collective consciousness of fear, and it will actually reverberate toward your environment. And that's why I thought it was important to talk about collective consciousness. So recently I read a book from Dr. Joe Dispenza. So Dr. Joe Dispenza, upside down, Dr. Joe Dispenza. And then he actually wrote a book called Being Supernatural. And I thought it was such a well-written book, that's why I'm recommending here. So I'm gonna illustrate a project that he mentioned inside of the book. So, and it's related to collective consciousness. So in this book, he mentioned that there was a peace gathering project in which when many people come in together to meditate, or actually they come in together for a specific cause, wanting to promote peace and oneness and harmonious effect, that it could generate a much more peaceful, reverberate vibration toward the environment. And what will happen in this case, they said that they did a study. Now in 1993 in Washington, D.C., there was actually a very high level of crime rate. And because of that, they decided to do an experiment in which in June and July, they actually got 2,500 meditators to be in Washington, D.C., and they just meditated about peace and then oneness. And actually they saw the crime rate suddenly drop in Washington, D.C. So you can see the effect of collective consciousness and how much it could affect us as a collective. Now, Eckhart Tolle, sorry about that, he actually mentioned something related to collective consciousness. He said, for example, if you are a barber and you're here cutting a hair for someone, but your intention for the client was actually to make sure that the client enjoys the haircut and goes out feeling refreshed and happy. And this is actually going to recreate a very positive impact on your client as a whole. Now, recently I experienced something that really shocked me that's why I wanted to share about collective consciousness. So recently one of my family member bought an expensive purse in name brand mall, and then I was supposed to pick it up. And me being rather minimalist now, thank you Marie Kondo, and because of that I was really reluctant to that idea of purchasing other purses, but yet I decided to go. So after I went to the store when I was taking the subway, and then when I was walking there, my mindset was still very much minimalist, no spending, I don't need to buy so much things. And then once I arrived in front of that luxury goods store, I just saw, wow, look at the window, it looks so pretty. And when I stepped in the door, I actually felt a very strong sense of I wanted to purchase something. Because it's more of a luxury good mall and not just one store, it's many stores inside. I could just feel the energy of I want to buy. And then when I went into that store, suddenly I really wanted to buy something. I began to look at the purses that were available there. And then when I went to the store to pick up the purses for my family member, I also looked at some purses. Of course, I walked out empty-handed, too expensive for my budget, but there was just something that really shocked me when I had this kind of experience, because as soon as I stepped out of that store, there was no more emotion of wanting to purchase. It was just gone. But this goes on to say how important collective consciousness could be and how much it could really affect all of us. Imagine if a bunch of us just had something, no negative thought, we just wanted to have something good for the world. It could really change the environment of where we are in. And I think when we exert collective consciousness as a whole, we can really re-transform Earth and make it a much better place. So this is what I wanted to share today when it comes to collective consciousness. So have a lovely week ahead. Bye.